Hello and welcome to drillingcontractor.org. I'm Kelly Ainsworth, here with Harish Patel, Director of Drilling Processes at ABS. How are you doing today, Harish?
I'm doing great today, Kelly.
Why is a systematic technology qualification process important for new HPHT equipment, such as a 20,000 PSI subsea BOP system?
A great question, Kelly. The systematic technology qualification is important because it brings the methodology and structure into the technology qualification process. And why it is important, because in the 20,000 PSI HPHT environment, the equipment proposed are extending the boundary of the current equipment capability greatly. And in order to verify that equipment will perform satisfactorily, technology qualification is important. And independent party like ABS brings a totally independent view on a technology qualification process to gain credibility of the regulators, public, and industry at a large.
What are the major steps in this process?
The major steps for the technology qualification is, first we need to understand what is technology qualification. Technology qualification is a process of verification and validation that this technology will function within its functional design specification and will perform safely. So the verification part is done through the qualified design process, where you perform the design analysis and somebody will verify that design, that it meet its intended functional specification and intended use. And the verification is to test the equipment and verify that the mechanical integrity is proven and there is a safety provision. So that's the two step we perform for the technology qualifications, and we work with the industry to verify those. And in those process, the operators, regulators, manufacturer, and the third independent party are involved to gain the better confidence.
What are some technology gaps to consider during this process?
The technology gaps to consider for HPHT equipment is the mechanical integrity of the equipment proposed in a new development, and that mechanical integrity comes from the material validation verification. So there is two major component in this process. One is the metallic component, which are for the pressure boundary, and the non-metallic elastomeric component, which are used for pressure controlling aspects. And the key over here is that the elastomeric component are being proposed in a high temperature environment at high pressure, are extending their boundary greatly, and that need to be qualified. So a lot of targeted testings and everything is to validate that BOP equipment be able to seal the wellbore in any unforeseen event. Same time, the BOP forgings are getting so large, so that the material integrity is a big part, and that need to be verified. And the third issue is how you monitor the equipment is still safe after repeated use. So the continuous monitoring of the equipment health is another aspect to validate the integrity of the component. And those are the three major target area we are targeting in a qualification.
What is the current status of the technology qualification for the 20,000 PSI subsea BOP system?
The technology qualification for 20,000 PSI, ABS is involved with all the three major manufacturers for technology qualification of the BOP equipment, and some of the smaller vendors who are supplying valves and etc. And we are forcing them to go through this detailed validation verification process. So both are going in parallel, and all the manufacturers are right now in a validation phase where they have to test. They have to build the prototype equipment and they have to test it. And everybody has already built prototype equipment, and they are in a testing phase. And as you test, you find errors, you adjust it, and somewhere along the line, we estimate that it's going to be another 9 months to 1 year before all the testing is going to be done.
Thank you for joining us today, Harish, and breaking down that process for us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.